Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. I have 3 decks to cover that all have above 55% win rate at the moment, which makes them extremely powerful and consistent to climb with in Legends of Runeterra. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. That way you have a good understanding of what's strong, whether you want to play the best decks themselves or if you want to know how to counter them. Let's see what these strong decks are, shall we? Welcome to Meta Report. So, getting right into the first one, it's been a while since I've been able to cover a championless deck. This is Mist Wraith Printer, coming in with a win rate of 56.61% and a play rate of 1.81%. Its best matchups include Yasuo Malphite, Swain Kate, Galio Udyr, and Nasus Renekton, while its worst matchups are Kayle, Darius LeBlanc Gnar Overwhelm, LeBlanc Sivir Akshan, and Kayle Lilia. So when I say print, we are definitely going to be mass printing these Wraiths. So for anyone who doesn't know, the gimmick of Wraiths is that every single time you summon a new one, it increases the power of all of them everywhere, making them a reoccurring yet constantly building threat. So there are ways to get even more out, like Iron Conquest, being able to copy Mist Wraiths, putting them back in our hand, replaying them, and also, of course, doing the same thing with the Wraith Collar. So this deck is going to be taking a bit of a step back, using a bunch of Shadow Wild's removal tools to try to slow down the opponent's strategy while actively ramping up the Wraiths in the background. Because the deck is 40 Shadow Wild's cards, it will never whiff on the Allegiance proc, meaning it is 100% guaranteed. It plays pretty similarly to OG Mono SI, but again, this one has a lot more defensive tools rather than like aggressive units and like fearsome trying to build a board in different ways. This one just sits back, relaxes, shoots the opponent's units, and actively builds up the Wraiths. For late game, it does have a couple Ruination as a panic button, and of course Harrowing as a 1-card win con. One of the coolest combos to actually get off is Wraith Collar and Soul Cleave. If you resolve this at just the right moment, it will instantly win you the game. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context while I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for this example game, we're going to be fighting the ever popular Deep, a deck that I covered recently on Meta Report. We have a Wraith early, we have Glare, that's pretty good. Soul Harvest is also really good. I guess I'll pitch Thread the Needle because this is more of a situational removal card. And Glare and Soul Harvest will do just a good enough job in the early game. So Glare is mainly going to be used for Jaw Hunters, and Soul Harvest is going to be used for the Sea Scarab. Yep, there's also Dreg. Hello, Dreg. I could probably also do an aggressive Glare to clear the Dreg and also draw myself a card. We'll see if it's necessary. No Scarab. Alright, attack and also throwing Jettison. There's 2 Scarabs. Sounds good. I think here I could play out the Wraith and then just go ahead and do a counter swing on my attack 3. Especially if I top deck Rhythmus, which would be awesome. Ready, Rhythmus, and there it is! Oh my god, I called that. I don't know how I called that. I promise this isn't scripted. This is not pre-recorded. This is live recorded commentary right here, and I somehow just called that like I'm Doctor Strange peering into all the different worlds. All the portals. Every single timeline. So yeah, that was pretty massive. We really want to be going for this mid-game pressure. That way we can try to close out before they can play Nautilus and go deep and all that jazz. We should just be pretty good here. So again, this deck is really good at like getting a foothold and then being the most cringe deck ever to exist. Because like once I'm a little bit ahead with the Wraiths, it's so easy to stay ahead with the removal that's in my hand. Playing them like in conjunction with each other, in perfect harmony. I'm just going to open attack again. That's like another 6 damage, and then I can play reactive after. There's no reason to do first action spell. Gives them the opportunity to play a defensive unit. Don't want that. Dead Bloom. I mean, that might almost be worth a double Glare. Save Soul Harvest for like second Maokai. This one Glare is pretty nice because it puts them below fearsome blocking range, and then I can see based off what I get on top. Oh, okay, Risen Mist. I mean, I really am just gonna Glare that a second time. I'm gonna be cringe. I'll admit, I'm gonna be cringe because this thing does nothing to me. Do not care about him. Oh, nice, there we go. That gives me something to play. Go ahead and copy one of my Wraiths. I mean, this is probably an FF angle. I feel so far ahead. They're pretty close to deep, though, to be fair. This is a bit of a race against time. Right. Sure, he's a bit annoying. Yeah, let me just copy another one. I'm down to also play one. Even though it's ephemeral, I know that, but I want to ramp up these ones. And then also have it die. And I can do Iron Conquest Chapter 3 next turn. Okay, so they are deep. They are deep, and they're also massively healing here. Could have tried Soul Harvest, right? No. Goodison would have outplayed it, because they were exactly 4 from deep. So I'm glad I didn't do Soul Harvest. Oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be an issue. So these rates are going to be 5, and then 6, 7. Haha, I said the funny. So they're not going to be able to actually do anything about this. But I still want to play it. Yeah, I'm still going to play it. Whoa, I don't know why they're attacking, though. That is insane. They do not have to be doing that. I don't really care about that. Drag, he can stay there. Put some damage on the Mega Tusks. Now that is definitely interesting, isn't it? I think what I'm going to end up doing is a Risen misplay this turn. Oh, I can also do Soul Cleave. Wait, I love that. So let's do Chapter 3. And then let's Soul Cleave the already ephemeral one. Come on. Work with me, game. And then I can do Risen Mist on top of that. This is so cool, actually. This does feel like I'm playing OG Mono SI. Hello, Nautilus.
The water rises.
I mean, that feels pretty fine. Go right ahead. Wait, I'm winning. This is just GG. 3. Because, like, 2 of them go through. Unless they have a 2-mana spell, which they cannot have. So, yeah, I just cooked. These rates are crazy. A little too strong, a little too fast. Even Nautilus right on turn 7 while already being deep is enough to keep up with this. Hitting for 18 damage here. Bonk, bonk. GG. Very scary. And I'll be slowing it down a ton for this next deck, which is Lee Sin Viktor, coming in with a win rate of 55.3% and a play rate of 1.37%. Its best matchups include Yasleona, Janna, Championless PNZ SI, and also Senna Janna. Its worst matchups are Championless Shurima SI, Darius Nar Overwhelm, Poppy Nico, and LeBlanc Sivir. So I've covered this deck before. This is a slow-paced combo control deck. So what you want to do is make sure you stay stabilized in the early mid-game, slow down the opponent's strategies, get out your Viktor, start getting some keywords on him and use him as like a mid-game pressure tool. Get out your Sunken Temple, get a bunch of cheap stuff. You play Glorious Evolution. All you have to do is resolve this once, and then all of a sudden you're basically winning the game because all your stuff is going to be super cheap from the multiple hits of your Sunken Temple. And then you play a bunch of stuff. Viktor like is already turbo leveled. Everything is getting increased by 1 attack, and you attack for game. And Lee Sin is also here as a mid-game pressure tool and also stabilizer in case you're behind. He can actually solo make you come back in the game, which is super nice. He can kill priority targets, and then if he levels, he can also deal extra damage to the enemy nexus, becoming a win con for you to play around. Other than that, it has like typical Ionia stall. It's got good P and Z removal. It's just like the best of both worlds when it comes to these 2 regions. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game. For the example game, we're fighting Ambush. Very strong as well. Mystic Shot, Portal Pioneer. Pioneer's kind of interesting. Turning off keywords is super nice in this matchup. Draw and a Castaway. Honestly, this is a surprisingly keepable hand. The only thing I'm going to get rid of is the Place Your Bets, because I don't think I have the luxury to keep a expensive draw card. If I was against something slower, I would definitely keep it. Castaway is pretty good. Pioneer's pretty good. They both attune for me. Just pretty nice overall. Hello, Lee Sin. How are you, my friend? Crystal Pog. The first time an ally transforms, grant me +2/+1, becoming a 1-mana 3/3. Very scary. Very scary indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and do Portal Pioneer. Choosing the keywords. Bye-bye. Keyword Destruction. And they can play a bush. I'll Mystic Shot the Bristle Pog. Which means this has to be the Terrain Trooper for them to keep the Bristle Pog. And then I'll still attack with the Portal Pioneer after, because both things will live with 1. Oh, it actually was the Trooper. Huh, son of a gun. That is so fine by me. Good play. Alright, what next? Castaway? Yippers. Second Mystic. That is also really interesting. Not sure what the key targets are for Mystic in this deck. I know Nidalee and Gnar do not get hit by it. That's really scary, actually. Let's get... Oh, Fearsome's not that great. Fearsome's not that great at all. They have Fearsome blockers, bruh. But Shepherd's Authority is not good either. Oh, lord. Those are not great choices. 4-2 and Fearsome. Well, it is what it is. Double Unworthy Soul is also pretty awkward. They can do Nakotak to the 1-1. And then I'm pretty fudged. It's a good value trade for them. And then I'm thinking 4-2. I mean, he doesn't really even get the swing. Oh, really? Not even grabbing the Portal Pioneer. Okay. I think what I'll do is leave that 3-1, kill the Bristlepog. Call it a day. I could also trade this. I don't mind trading this. Prevent a little bit of damage because they can be cheesy. I'll keep the weapon. I might just like Mystic Shot a bush that comes down. Because I feel like they want to play a bush now. So they could do Nidalee, or they could also do... Vastaya, right? Well, if I just beta pass here. I'm on second and third Mystic Shot for the game. That's pretty awkward. I could also just double shoot the Nakotak, but I don't know how worth that is. I kind of want them to play a champion or a bush. I want to shoot the bush. Although Nakotak will buff Nidalee outside of kill range. Won't? No, he won't. We're good. Okay, just play Nidalee then. Please. Okay, perfect. So we'll try shooting that. I hope it's Vastaya, and they just straight up lose out. That would be so good, and I get to float perfect mana. Nice! It probably was then. Ah, it was. Outplayed. If they do it again, I'm using Mystic Shot number 3. You can already bet. That's what I'll be doing. I feel like my hand is not good at all, by the way. I did not get a strong start. I'm supposed to get, like, Dragonling Girl. I'm supposed to get Viktor. I'm supposed to get Sunken Temple on 5. What's going on? What's up with double Unworthy Soul, triple Mystic Shot hand? Bricking me up. Call me the third little piggy's house the way I'm bricked up right now. I might just have to straight up play Lee Sin on 5, high key. Lee Sin plus Amulet? It's kind of cool, I guess. Not really the best play, but it's definitely neat. I'll say that. It's definitely neat. Also, they're thinking. 4 cards in hand, 2 mana. They're really thinking. Can't imagine what about. Are they that mad I shot their Vastaya? They just AFK'd? Maybe. Oh, there's Sunken Temple on 5! And then I just wombo combo. Happy Feet. That ain't Falco. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna Sunken Temple. And then I would just win the game at this point, to be honest. It's like so FFable on 6. I did a couple good interactive plays, and that's all I needed to do. Yeah, I'd win after like a couple Sunken Temple hits. It's pretty hard for them to come back now. Oh, cheaper. Oh, cheaper. Ah, Viktor. Hey, that's both my Lee Sins I didn't have before. What the hell? What the helly?
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Attune for nothing. So yeah, this is the play that we'd go for this turn, is probably just set up the Viktor and be super passive. Let these all get cheaper in deck. And then do like some infinite wombo combo. Alright, This is where I'm going to skip straight to the end. Straight to the Nexus exploding. Dude, I love how I said my hand would be better if I got Dragonling Girl and Viktor, and then Sunken Temple said, yo, I got you, and gave me one of each. That's actually insane. Also, I actually think they're roping me. I think they're still here. So you know how I said I'm skipping to the end? I lied. What is this? I'm getting roped! I'm getting roped in the big 2-5. That's crazy. Wilted rose emoji. Alright, there we go. Bye-bye. And finally, we have something a bit more mid-range and combat-focused, which is Udyr Morgana, coming in with a win rate of 55.81% and a play rate of 1.21%. Its best matchups include GP Sedge, Jace Lux, LeBlanc Sivir Akshan, and Yasuo Leona, while its worst matchups are Championless Ionia Shadow Isles, Wraiths, Viktor Set, and Senna. So the main theme of this deck is to set up 1 or 2 units, use them as your primary pressure tools, and then also use them to win the game, winning combat over and over, and also using strike spells to try to keep the opponent down. So this deck is actually really sick because it has some wombo combo potential as well. So it's got the Bethany, Blade Bound Berserker. When you play a slow spell that targets a single ally, copy it onto me. Now that is going to be some really cool stuff, like, of course, the stance swap, getting double value there, and also turbo leveling Udyr and amping him up. Magical Fettering to give the opponent double suppression, which is double headache. All this is also amping up the Morgana level, by the way, because Bethany will double cast, so Morgana gets turboed as well, and it just gets out of control. So really cool combat focused deck. Also abuses the Freljord +1/+1 bonuses from Omenhawk and Yadulski, so sometimes you'll just like open one or both of those and just win through stats straight up. One of the other tips I can give for this deck is stance swap ordering. In general, the first one that you want to do is Boar Stance to increase the survivability of your units, and then second one, Overwhelm for win con. The +2/+2 is a luxury. You don't really need to do this unless it's like your 4th or 5th one, and you're already winning the game anyways. Now there's also Ram Stance that can be used to clear the enemy board if they're playing like Unga Bunga 1 or 2 HP aggro, then you can use Ram to clear them out, especially with Bethany double casting Ram. That's super cool. Also be on the lookout for potential Ram lethals. If you see your opponent at 1 or 2 Nexus HP, you can actually get some Ram lethals off, and it's really hard for the opponent to deal with it. They'd have to be on like Nopify and stuff like that, so really, really good there as well. Just be on the lookout for it. The option is there. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game. And for this example game, we're fighting Akshan Lee Sin. They're going to be doing a very similar thing of like setting up and then doing mid-game combo attacks. So let's see who does it better, shall we? We have Flash Freeze, Gentleman's Duel, Yadulski, and Vulpine. I'm actually kind of down to mulligan away the Gentleman's Duel and the Vulpine Wanderer. Flash Freeze is awesome because there's nothing they can really do about it with their regions. They can easily Nopify or deny my Gentleman's Duel. I'm going to keep the Yadulski because he can kill Akshan and Flash Freeze. Yeah, this Yadulski is going to be our like main unit in the early game. So when you're mulliganing for this deck, and most decks like this, you want to go for a combination of early and mid-game units and also some buff spells. You always want to go for a variety in your hand. That way you can play your pieces out. Yadulski, okay. And both mid-game champions, that's good. You love to see it. Yadulski. I'll probably get an open attack in before they can do anything else like a weapon or whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, I is fine. It's just gonna be open attack Andy. Get my buffs off. And then probably fettering after. Just to bulk up the Yadulski. Oh, but suppression's annoying because it gives them a spell. Ooh. I guess it's fine. At the end of the day, that's still worth doing. But I hate that. I hate that I'm helping them. But it is eating 2 mana. So get your Lee Sin proc. Get half of your flow. Go ahead. Yeah, they're gonna hold on to it until they can get flow. I just gave them a free 2-mana spell. Ah, that is rough. That is rough.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
That's fine. Alright. Ooh, I like Inquisitor here. But I also like Morgana. I also like Inquisitor. But I also like Udyr. All these are great. Do Inquisitor.
Every mage must face their crimes.
And then I'm gonna swing into the eye. Yeah, -2 mana. I kinda wanna save my Morgana for one of their champs. Especially that Lee Sin. Swing, swing. They block with 3/3. I'll do the Inner Beast. Loving this. Super epic, super good. Because we always want to get Inner Beast out first. That way Udyr can make it free. I want Bethany. Where is she? My blade bound. Oh, hello.
Not a chance.
Ooh, that's really rough for me, actually. I'm going to go ahead and go for this. I want to keep my Challenger unit alive. And kill the Eye of the Dragon. That Shapestone's nasty, actually. I'm pretty alright with my Udulski dying. He did his job. Oh, Sunborn Summoning. Okay, so they're definitely going to do first action Champion. They have Champion and 3 cards in hand. They're pretty far away from Action level 2 at the moment, which is nice. If Lee Sin, I'll play buffed Morgana. If Action, I'll play Udyr. And then get some stancing going. Oh, interesting. Now, if that's going to happen, I'm also probably just going to play Udyr.
Why delay the inevitable?
Son of a...
Udyr.
Gather, spirits, gather.
Yeah, Action, sure. Regen. What, are you going to recall him or something?
Spirits, I summon you!
Deep meditation. That's a bit annoying, yeah. Good for them. Good for them. There's Bethany!
Shock.
Yeah, let's get the open attack in. Get the stance. Then we'll Bethany, and then we'll overwhelm the Udyr. If you're going for a strike, I mean, that is so incredibly ambitious. I respect it, though. That is so ambitious. So all in. I'm Frostbite region. You good, bruh? Are you okay? That was insane. Let's get overwhelmed on both of those. That's an Udyr level. He skips from 1 to 3 because of her. Very nice, very epic. Notify one of them. Makes sense. So Udyr does not get the overwhelm, unfortunately.
You cannot run from absolution.
Lee Sin's leveled. A bit scary. Flash Freeze, Entomb. Morgana and Dark Binding. Okay, I don't think they have Lee Sin, otherwise they would have played him first and then did the predict draw.
Is now ours.
Because then he would have the Challenger at the very least. Yep, there he is.
I fight with the dragon's fury.
Right. I'm actually going to give them a spell if they want to. But that's it. If they unshackle him, they are tapped out for the turn. And then I think I can just win. Yeah, so they are going to unshackle. That's fine. That's so interesting, actually. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Dark Binding. Say bye-bye to you. And then I think I can just win on open attack.
Truth binds you.
So if I do... Fury of the North, right? I'm gonna give it to her because she has Overwhelm. I just want to split, right? No, I can give the Fury to the Morgana. No matter what, I'm gonna do Flash Freeze on this, though. So we Flash Freeze you. Yes. And then we Fury of the North. Morgana, I guess it doesn't really matter. Then we level the Morg.
You leave me no other choice.
And then we attack with everything. Morgana will shackle the action. There we go. Threatening 25. Threatening 25 here. A little hard to deal with, I'd say. I mean, they could have stuns. They could have recalls. I've done a pretty good job at splitting my damage. And I also have a Naka in hand as well. Nice! Let's go! Clean wombo combo. Utilizing both champions and also my Bladebound Berserker here. Beautifully played. Chef's kiss. And that's it for this week's decks. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. So yeah, to wrap things up, there's a good variety of decks right now, and many that are rocking above 55% win rate. There's more I want to cover, so I'll be making more videos soon. With that, please leave a like to support the content. I also stream on Twitch. Check me out over there for live gameplay. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.